Some places feel comfortable the moment you enter. Your shoulders drop a little. Your attention softens. And you think, quietly, I could stay here. It might be a small cafe on a rainy evening. A living room with one lamp on. A chair near a window. Or a corner of your home that feels warmer than the rest. Cozy is not just a style. It is a feeling. And feelings have patterns. Tonight on Curious Nights, why we find certain places cozy. Light, texture, and space. Our setting is a quiet room at the end of the day. One warm lamp. A soft chair. And a calm question. What, exactly, makes a place feel safe enough to rest? When adults say a place is cozy, they are often describing a mix of signals. Signals that say, this space is friendly to the nervous system. It will not demand too much from you. It will not expose you. It will not overwhelm you. Cozy is not the same as expensive. And it is not the same as trendy. A space can be luxurious and still feel cold. And a simple room can feel deeply comforting. Cozy usually includes 3 quiet themes: softness, shelter, and control. Softness reduces friction. Shelter reduces exposure. And control reduces uncertainty. It can be as small as a lamp you can dim, a blanket within reach, a seat that lets you face the room instead of turning your back to it, or a corner that feels like it belongs to you for a while. Cozy is the opposite of being on display. It is the feeling that you are allowed to be unfinished. Allowed to slow down. Allowed to take up a small, comfortable amount of space. If you change only one thing in a room, light is often the fastest way to change the feeling. Because light changes how everything else is perceived. Edges. Distances. Textures. And mood. Many cozy places use warm light in the evening. Not harsh. Not blue-white. Warm light resembles firelight and sunset. It quietly signals, the day is ending. You can soften now. Brightness matters too. Cozy rarely means extremely bright. It means enough light to feel safe. But not so much that your brain feels like it should be performing. And then there is direction. Overhead lighting can feel exposing. It flattens the room. It removes shadow. And it can make the space feel like a workplace. Cozy lighting is often layered. A lamp near a chair. A smaller lamp across the room. A gentle pool of light on a wall. Not one bright source, but a few calm ones. Shadow is not the enemy. In a safe place, shadow creates depth. It reduces visual noise. And it tells your attention it does not need to scan everything at once. Texture is how a room feels without asking you to think. It is information for the hands, the skin, and the ears. And cozy spaces tend to offer textures that feel forgiving. Soft materials absorb sharpness. A fabric chair, a blanket, a rug, even curtains. They don't just look soft. They change the acoustics. They reduce echo. They make the room feel quieter. Cozy is also often warm to the touch. Wood tends to feel warmer than metal. Fabric warmer than glass. Even if the temperature is technically the same, the experience can feel different. And experience is what the nervous system listens to. Texture works visually too. Knits, grain, matte surfaces. These often feel calmer than high-gloss, highly reflective surfaces. Because reflections create movement, and movement pulls attention. Even small textures matter. A mug that fits your hand. A sweater that feels familiar. A chair that does not demand perfect posture. Cozy often means your body is allowed to be human. Now we talk about space. Not square footage, but the feeling of space. How the room holds you. Many adults find coziness in a gentle form of enclosure. A corner seat. A reading nook. A chair with the wall behind it. Even a table that creates a boundary around your legs. It is not about being trapped. It is about being held. Part of this is an old preference. We tend to relax when we have refuge. And we can still see the space around us. A sheltered seat with a view. Safe and aware. Scale matters too. Extremely large spaces can feel impressive. But they can also feel impersonal. Cozy often means human scale. Objects within reach. Light where you need it. A place to put down a cup. A place to set down your thoughts. Clutter is a complicated one. Some clutter feels like life. Books. A folded throw. Small personal objects. But visual noise can be tiring. Cozy usually includes at least one area where your eyes can rest. One of the strongest ingredients in coziness is control. Not control over life. Just control over the immediate environment. Small choices that tell your brain, you are allowed to settle. Being able to adjust light is a big one. Dimmer switches. Warm bulbs. A lamp you can turn on without thinking. It is comfort that feels immediate. Temperature is another. A cool room can feel clean and alert. A slightly warmer corner can feel like rest. Cozy is often local. A blanket, not a whole new climate. Sound matters too. Some people feel cozy with quiet. some with steady background sound. Rain. A fan. Low music. The key is predictability. A sound that does not demand attention. And finally, permission. Adults often struggle to rest because rest can feel undeserved. Cozy spaces quietly argue back. They say, you can sit down. You can stop optimizing. You can just be here. Now we can gather this into a few calm points. Nothing to memorize. Just a gentle pattern you can recognize. Cozy is a feeling created by signals. Signals of softness, shelter, and control. When those signals are present, the nervous system relaxes. Light shapes coziness through warmth, brightness, and direction. Layered light and gentle shadow often feel calmer than a single bright ceiling light. Texture shapes coziness through touch and sound. Soft materials reduce echo. Matte, warm surfaces reduce visual sharpness. And familiar objects help the body feel at home. Space shapes coziness through scale and refuge. A sheltered seat, a calm corner, and a place for the eyes to rest can make even a small room feel kind. And now, we return to the quiet room. The lamp makes a small pool of light. The rest of the room stays soft around the edges. Nothing is asking you to be impressive. If you want, you can look around and notice one cozy detail. A texture. A shadow. A corner that feels a little safer than the middle. And if you are tired, you do not have to improve anything tonight. You can simply let the room hold you the way it is. Quietly. Gently. This has been Curious Nights. Why we find certain places cozy. Light, texture, and space. And now, you can let the night make a small, safe place for your mind to rest.